Master these 9 habits and you'll never be angry or bothered by anyone or anything. You are holding on to things that are not yours. Every harsh word that was flung your way, every moment you bit your tongue when disrespected, every single time you replay an argument in your head long after the other person has forgotten it. These aren't just memories, they are stones you've chosen to pick up and put in your pocket, and with each step you take, the load gets heavier. You might believe this is just your lot in life, that some people are wired for calm while you are wired for anger. You've accepted that a low-grade simmer of annoyance is simply the tax you pay for living in this world, but that belief is the greatest burden of all. It's a lie that keeps you tired and reactive. The truth is, your peace was never at the mercy of other people's actions. Your frustration hours after an incident is not caused by the event, but by your continued engagement with it. While they moved on, you stayed behind, feeding the fire with your thoughts. This cycle can be broken. The philosophers Seneca and Marcus Aurelius were not born with unshakable temperaments. They faced betrayal, loss, and immense pressure. Their serenity was a structure they built day by day through deliberate habit. This is your construction manual. What follows are 9 foundational habits. This isn't about denying your feelings, but about changing your relationship to them. It's about mastering your perspective so that no external event can shatter your inner peace. Your first step is a simple declaration. If you're ready to finally set that weight down, do this. Subscribe, like, and share this guide. It signals your commitment and helps others find the path to their own fortress. Now, let's begin the work. Habit 1. Separate what is yours from what is not. Your peace begins with a single critical split. See every event in your life as having 2 parts, what actually happened and your judgment of it. The event itself is neutral. The judgment, your opinion, your story, your label, is where your pain or anger lives. Someone cuts you off in traffic. The event, a car changed lanes. Your judgment, that jerk disrespected me, he's dangerous. The suffering comes from the second part, the story you instantly wrote. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, constantly reminded himself in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your first habit is to pause between the event and your reaction. In that pause, ask, what is actually mine here? Is the other person's opinion, action, or mood yours to control? No. Is your own opinion, your choice of response, yours to command? Absolutely. That is your only true possession. Practice this today. The next time a comment lands, a plan fails, or a noise irritates you, mentally draw a line. On one side, place the bare fact. On the other, place your noisy judgment. Your job is to tend only to your side of the line. This is the foundation of the fortress. The walls go up right here. Habit 2. Premeditate the day's challenges. You don't wait for a storm to board up your windows. You prepare in advance. Each morning, spend a few quiet minutes not just planning your tasks, but foreseeing the disturbances. This is what the philosophers called premeditation malorum, the premeditation of evils. It's not pessimistic worry, it's strategic inoculation. As you sip your coffee, mentally walk through your day. Visualize the traffic jam, the rude email, the colleague who interrupts, the delayed project. See these not as catastrophes, but as expected events. When you do this, you disarm them. The philosopher Seneca advised, rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck, all the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes. We're talking about daily irritations, but the principle is the same. By expecting the printer to jam, you meet it with calm problem solving, not eruptive frustration. You are no longer a passive victim of the day's whims. You become the active commander who has already reviewed the battlefield. The rude comment you anticipated still arrives, but it finds you armored. You saw it coming. It cannot surprise you, and therefore, it cannot control you. This habit builds proactive calm. The day's chaos becomes a series of checked boxes on the list of expected human events, not personal attacks on your peace. Habit 5. Speak less, listen more. Most of the time, our anger is verbal.
It's the argument we fuel, the defensive retort we fire, the complaint we voice. This habit is about building a moat of silence around your inner fortress. Before you speak, especially in a heated moment, pause. Let the other person's words hang in the air. Listen not just to their words, but to the ignorance, fear, or pain behind them. Your first instinct will be to correct, to defend, to win. Resist it. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Often the most powerful response is no verbal response at all, just a calm, steady presence. When you do speak, make it brief, factual, and devoid of emotional charge. This is not weakness, it is supreme control. You are choosing not to pour gasoline on the fire. You are conserving your energy, the most valuable resource you have. Practice today by biting back one complaint, one sarcastic remark, one piece of unsolicited advice, just once. Feel the power of choosing your silence. You will find that most provocations, when not fed with your words, will starve and die right in front of you. Your calm silence becomes an unassailable wall. They cannot argue with a fortress that gives no echo. Habit 6. Own your small piece of the world. Anxiety and frustration spread when your focus is scattered everywhere, on the news, on other people's choices, on things you cannot change. This habit is the practice of radical focus on your sphere of control. Draw a small, clear circle around yourself. Inside that circle is only this: your opinions, your actions, your responses, your efforts, your character. Everything else, the past, the future, other people's thoughts, the weather, the economy, is outside. Your duty is to tend to the inside with excellence and to meet the outside with acceptance. As Epictetus taught, some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. Your entire peace depends on knowing the difference. When you feel bothered, check your focus. Are you agonizing over something outside your circle? That is the source of your pain. Gently, firmly, pull your attention back to your circle. What action can you take right now? What attitude can you choose? What judgment can you correct? This is your domain. Work on it tirelessly. Let the world outside rage and swirl. It has no command over your inner citadel. By owning your small piece, you become ungovernable by external chaos. Your energy is no longer leaked into the void of things you cannot change. It is concentrated, potent, and used solely for your own growth and duty.
Habit 7. Remember your mortality. This is the ultimate perspective shifter, the master key to not being bothered by trivialities. You will die. So will the person irritating you. So will everyone you know. This is not morbid. It is liberating. Keep this fact close. The Stoics called it memento mori. Remember, you must die. When a petty argument beckons, remember death. Is this how you wish to spend your precious, finite hours? When you are seething over a slight, remember death. Will this matter on your last day? Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. This habit infuses urgency and grace into your daily life. It vaporizes pride and petty anger. Why hold a grudge when you and your opponent are both racing toward the same end? Why be bothered by a stain on your shirt, a harsh word, a long line? These are the concerns of someone who thinks they have forever. You do not. Remembering your mortality does not make life somber. It makes it vivid and immediate. It forces you to dwell only on what is essential, noble, and kind. It is the final, unbreakable wall of your fortress. Nothing trivial can scale it. You've nearly built it. The blueprint is complete. If this practice is changing your days, pay it forward. Share this guide. Like it to cement your understanding. Subscribe to keep this perspective close. Habit 8. Perform your duty, nothing more. The final habit is about action without attachment. Do what is right, what is yours to do, and then let go of the outcome. Your job is the effort, not the result. You cannot control how people receive your work, whether they praise it or criticize it, whether it succeeds or fails by worldly standards. Your only concern is that you acted with integrity, according to your principles. This is the core of the Stoic concept of virtue. Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire, constantly returned to this. Be satisfied with even the smallest progress and treat the outcome of it all as unimportant. When you finish a task, your mental work is done. Do not cling to it, worrying over its reception. Do not perform for applause or fear blame. Simply do the work well, because it is your nature to do so, and then turn the page. This habit kills anxiety and the anger that comes from unmet expectations. You expected nothing but to fulfill your duty. You are therefore never disappointed, never feeling cheated. You are a clear stream moving forward with purpose, unattached to the rocks you flow past. Your peace is found in the action itself, in the integrity of the effort. The rest is not your business. Your unbreakable core. You began this journey carrying stones that were not yours. One by one, you've learned to set them down. This is not the calm of a person who has no problems. It is the earned, resilient calm of a person who has constructed an inner fortress, brick by daily habit. The world's chaos, the noise, the delays, the opinions, the rudeness, now beats against walls of perspective, silence, and focused action. It finds no entrance. You will have moments where you forget. You will feel the old heat rise. That's fine. Go back to the first habit. Draw the line. Ask, what is truly mine here? What is not? The practice itself is the perfection. This is your new default. You are no longer at the mercy of the external world. You are at last unbreakable. Now go live undisturbed. The 9th habit. Let the dust settle before you act. The final habit is the guardian at the gate of your fortress, the deliberate pause. When a provocation hits, the insult, the bad news, the sudden obstacle, your ancient wiring screams for an immediate reaction. This habit is the conscious decision to do nothing. Let the emotional dust storm pass before you move. Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." He instructed to pause and let the first violent blush of feeling subside. In that quiet space, you regain your sight. You are no longer a prisoner of the initial shock. You can see the event for what it is, not for what your startled ego proclaims it to be. This is not passive, it is powerfully active. It is the choice to be governed by your principles, not your reflexes. Do not speak, do not decide, do not hit send. Simply breathe and wait. Watch the heat of the moment cool into something you can actually work with. In that stillness, you will find that most provocations don't require a battle. They simply require the clear, calm eyes to see they were never a threat to your core peace in the first place. Make this your ritual. When the world shouts, give it silence. Let the dust settle. Then and only then choose your action from a place of unshakable strength. Your unbreakable core. You began this journey carrying stones that were not yours. One by one, you've learned to set them down. This is not the calm of a person who has no problems. It is the earned, resilient calm of a person who has constructed an inner fortress, brick by daily habit. The world's chaos, the noise, the delays, the opinions, the rudeness, now beats against walls of perspective, silence, and focused action. It finds no entrance. You will have moments where you forget. You will feel the old heat rise. That's fine. Go back to the first habit. Draw the line. Ask, what is truly mine here? What is not? The practice itself is the perfection. This is your new default. You are no longer at the mercy of the external world. You are at last unbreakable. Now go live undisturbed. If this path has shifted something for you, help build this community. Subscribe for more guides, like it to cement your understanding, and comment below with the one habit that is changing your days. Your journey inspires others. Now go live from your fortress.